Harley Quinn returned this week to the DC app with a brand new episode entitled A High Bar, but was the second episode able to match the energy of the pilot? Well, I'm Cape Joel, and join me, why don't you, as I give my thoughts on the episode that was, and shout out any comic book Easter eggs that I find. Well, no, this I did not expect. Harley Quinn as a show proves to be a lot more serialized than I first expected it would be. You see, as we join the newest episode, the word has gotten out to the Legion of Doom that the Joker and Harley have split. Only people like Bane and Scarecrow are saying Harley ended it with him, a fact of which Mr. J does not exactly take well. Speaking of Bane, he actually ends up being a source of a lot of laughs this episode. He's painted as a muscle-bound brute who, despite his imposing size, gets his feelings hurt very easily. He also speaks like Tom Hardy from the last Nolan movie. And honestly, I find it wonderfully hilarious that all these years later, Bane talking silly is one of the only things most people can remember from The Dark Knight Rises. Now, when the Joker tries to go on the offensive and make it look like the breakup isn't affecting him at all, even though it totally is, he chooses to do so by going after Howie Mandel, who voices himself in this episode, interestingly enough. All this really serves to do is once again catch Harley's ire. She refuses to let her ex dictate the terms of their breakup and figures the best way to show him up would be to crash a Legion of Doom party just to show how well she's really doing to the whole supervillain community. Too bad for Harley and Ivy, they end up crashing a bar mitzvah for Penguin's teen nephew. Penguin here, in another bit of excellent voice casting, is played by Wayne Knight, aka Newman of Seinfeld fame. Now this is all pretty damn awkward for our heroes, but they're not going to leave now. Harley came to make a scene, and she hopes that if she can rob the place, maybe that will finally win her some much needed respect in the eyes of the Legion of Doom. Now in a very hard-working B-plot, we also have Poison Ivy getting hit on by none other than Kiteman, a perennial D-lister Batman villain who's taken on a whole new level of memeable fame in the last couple years thanks to the current Tom King Batman run, wherein Kiteman proudly declares his catchphrase of "Kiteman, hell yeah," completely and utterly oblivious to his own standing in the Gotham supervillain hierarchy. Side note, if you've followed me or the channel for any amount of time, then you probably know I've actually been quite critical about Tom King's Batman work, but you know what? I think me and him are both happy that this version of the character might just live forever in pop culture thanks to this show. Now, as I was saying, this side story mostly involves a bunch of teen boys from the party getting doused with Poison Ivy's pheromones and needing to be cured before they all die. It should be simple enough, but Kiteman ends up making the thing worlds harder by misreading all of Pamela's signals. He might be an idiot, but he's not completely irredeemable, though. Even Ivy is won over just a little bit by his dopey charm near the end. This and the Harley story end up dovetailing quite nicely at the end when Harley's failed heist gets her captured by the Penguin for all her trouble and is forced to escape by playing mind games on the bar mitzvah boy. This scene is pretty funny, but it's also a clever character bit too that once again reminds us, hey, Harley Quinn was a psychiatrist. She knows how to mess with people's heads, and despite her maybe not being as evil as the Joker, she's still not exactly a hero and not above mind-screwing some poor kid. Perhaps my favorite part, though, comes near the end when the Joker enlists the help of the other villains to once again try and kill Harley, Ivy, and now Kiteman, only for Harley to turn the tables by asking the other villains why exactly do they follow a powerless clown who treats them all so badly? It's a very good question, one they can't answer, and prove positive that the Joker treats everyone almost as badly as he treated Harley. Abusers gotta abuse and all that, but it also says something about Harley herself. She may have left the Joker and gone solo, but she still very much needs the validation of the rest of the Legion of Doom, despite Poison Ivy's protest. And so that was a high bar, and I gotta say, the Harley show proves that the pilot wasn't a fluke. They keep up the comedy energy, build the universe by introducing a ton of famous bat foes, get some great laughs, almost Venture Brother-esque laughs by highlighting supervillain life through the lens of a workplace comedy. And the show even manages to get minor characters like Bane to have full funny arcs to themselves in a single episode. It's good stuff, and I can't wait to see what they do next. And so until then, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, be sure to subscribe so you always know when I'm covering a new Harley episode. And until then, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.